20th Century Studios released the teaser trailer for Predator Badlands, the highly anticipated sequel to Dan Trachtenberg's Prey. The trailer, while brief at just over a minute, is jam-packed with footage that includes vistas, locales, creatures, and technology never seen within the franchise, including 2 mysterious characters, one that seems to be a Predator protagonist, and Elle Fanning in an enigmatic humanoid role who begs more questions than answers. Prey was a Hulu exclusive back in 2022. Much to the director's chagrin, did this teaser do enough to get us amped to see the series back on the big screen come November 7th?
Yeah, so we have to say up at the top that none of us are big Predator people. We established that before we hit record. I believe Scotty is a little bit more into this franchise, so he could probably do a better job than I can of explaining why it's interesting. But what I will say, as someone who isn't super up on the franchise, Prey was very critically acclaimed. It was very well received. Fans of the thing loved it, and it was in this bizarre but interesting position of being a Hulu exclusive thing. And I don't know if it has the same. It's weird. Like, I don't know if it has the same level of success if it's in the theater. Like, I don't know if it kind of just like flies under the radar. But now that it has the clout that it does, like, you can see that this isn't a follow-up. It's not the same characters, but it's directed by the same guy who did Prey. And so it's going to have a similar sort of style and connective tissue. I guess now that it has that clout, making that move to that big screen probably makes a lot of sense. And so when it released, it was the talk of the day. It was really like the only trailer that got released on the day that it was released. And there was a poster, and it trended all day. And it seemed to be like at the center of conversation. One of the things that is interesting and that people are talking about is that now that you've got the brand of Predator is controlled in the same way that the brand of Alien is controlled, it's all under that same umbrella now, that you could theoretically, and it was discussed when it happened and when the merger happened, the 20th Century Fox merger happened, that you could theoretically do Alien versus Predator again. And so we've seen Alien, for example, go out and do Alien Romulus, and now they have this like Alien Earth series that's coming to FX. So they're expanding their corner of the universe. Then you've got Prey, and you've got this Predator Badlands expanding that side of the universe. And of course, in this trailer, there are Alien Easter eggs in the trailer. And so if you're interested in that kind of thing, it seems to be that they're teasing like, ultimately, we're going to try to bring these things together like an Alien versus Predator, which is probably was always the destiny of this type of thing. But I think that's kind of been the driving conversation. Like, a lot of fans are excited about the potential of bringing, like, not necessarily that you have to bring in like the same characters in the same world, but you could theoretically cross those worlds into each other if you wanted to, and you could do an Alien and Predator crossover.
But when is it going to be Alien versus Predator versus Batman?
We're getting there. One more acquisition. We're there.
I'm pretty sure that was a comic when I was a kid.
Well, right now they're doing an Alien versus Avengers.
Alien versus... Oh, really? That's amazing.
Well, because it's all Disney.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I'm not a huge fan of this franchise, but I've seen all of them, and I did, when I saw that there was a new trailer for a Predator movie, I did get excited, and we watched it, and I am excited about it. I did see Prey, and I really, really enjoyed Prey. This trailer didn't get me as excited as I think I'll be as I was for Prey. I did not notice any Alien Easter eggs. I did not know that was like a thing, so I am intrigued by that. I'd like to go and see what those Easter eggs are. I love a crossover, so I'm excited to see what this is going to bring us.
Did you know what any of the Easter eggs were? I know you read an article on it.
Yeah, I got it pulled up here. There's a company, I guess, in the Alien world.
Weyland-Yutani?
Yes, and there is that logo is in a couple different places, like on a truck. Also, there's like the inside of a ship at the beginning, and you've got some various like skulls, like a T-Rex skull, and an alien's shape skull of like the alien or whatever is in there as well. So those are kind of like some of the main ones, I guess. But I guess it's that Weyland-Yutani, that's like the big connection.
That's a big one, yeah.
I wouldn't have caught that anyway, because like I said, I'm not a huge fan. I've seen them all, but I don't think I would have caught that company logo. The other thing I'm excited about is, like you said, the Elle Fanning character is pretty vague. I want to know more about what her character is, like who that group of people are. And also, it feels like the Predator is like their point of view in this movie, which I don't think we've gotten before. Like they've always been the antagonists. So I am excited to see kind of that point of view and like get to know their community and like who they are and why they're going to all these places and during all these different points of time.
Yeah. I am so pumped to see them try to make an alien a protagonist from a couple of perspectives. Like, just it's a cool idea. It reminds me of things. I'm sorry I bring everything back to Star Trek, but like the original Star Trek was like the Klingons were just bad guys, and eventually they just introduced who they actually were, and like you really got to know the Klingon Empire, and you had characters you loved that were Klingons, and I kind of get that vibe from this too. But the thing about the Predator, that face is designed to be terrifying. You know what I mean? Like that, like three prong, like tusk looking mouth and everything. And it's just, I love the idea of taking a creature that's designed to be terrifying and trying to make it a sympathetic character that you can like follow and root for. Like that, I love that kind of stuff.
That's another thing too, is like he was demasked a lot. Like that, I feel like that's the most, and that's only a trailer, and that's the most we've seen their face in like the entire franchise. I felt. I
haven't seen Prey. I was wondering if Prey had more of that in it. But yeah,
I've only seen it like one time each film, so don't hold me to that.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it looked like he's also not wearing armor. Like when we have seen predators in the past, they are predatoring on like a foreign world, normally Earth. They're hunting, I guess I should say. Sorry.
No, predatoring. This is way better.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, I have to. There's a really wonderful TikTok that goes around every once in a while where a kid is dressed up as Predator. And the dad picks up the camera and he's like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I am Child Predator." And the dad goes, "We're going to need to read a workshop that name, bud."
He's on a list.
Doing like little kung fu moves while he says it. It's really funny. But no, I just, this trailer looks badass. I am excited for the weird making a Predator protagonist. And like, it looks like the way they're going to do that, it looks like he's going to have the goal of killing a monster that's much bigger and harder to kill. You know what I mean? Like that seems like a cool, it just, like an actual hunting thing instead of him trying to come kill humans who are kind of easy to kill. You know what I mean? Like the Predators always seemed like sort of just bullies, like space bullies.
I think they could do something cool to, like give Prey a theater release, like do a double feature of this.
Ooh,
I think that'd be
a
nice opportunity for that film because I think a lot of people would go see it because it was so beloved on streaming. So I don't have anything else to say about this other than that. I think they should do that.
That's a great idea.
Really good call. I have not seen Prey. I would love to see it for the first time in the theater. Great idea.
But that's what I'm excited to see. Like you were saying, as you were talking, I was getting more excited about this film because it is going to be so. Like, are they going to make us sympathize with this group of creatures, or are they assholes at the end of the day? Still,
kind of seems that way. Like
definitely looks
trailer
like
vibes. Trailer vibes.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
All right, before we move on, I have to also mention the Weyland-Yutani connection. I wanted to jump in earlier, but someone else did. One of my favorite movies is Serenity, of Firefly and Serenity.
Yes.
And in Alien, the original Alien movie, it's like, it says building better worlds. That's Weyland-Yutani's slogan. And throughout Serenity, there's a character that works for the big government who's saying, "We're building better worlds." And then at one point, one of the guns, you can barely see it. You have to like turn up the saturation, but it has a Weyland-Yutani logo on the gun. So they were like sort of like working their little movie into the Alien franchise without telling anybody.
It's a deep cut.
Yeah, that's cool.
I
also love that show and film.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it too. And the thing about it is that I think the original Alien movie is a huge inspiration for Firefly and Serenity because it's the first Alien movie is very like they're on a ship, they're friends, they sit around and have dinner. Like that's not a thing you see in spaceship movies very often. It's normally a much more. I think Star Wars obviously did that too. But a lot of them are like they're the military or whatever, and they're just like the vibe of Alien, the first one, has a very similar vibe to the crew of the Serenity. The way they hang out, the way they have dinner, the little table, and you watch that scene. The scene of them having dinner always reminds me of Firefly every time I see that movie. You just watched a clip from Multiverse News. If you liked it, go to our channel. We got a whole episode that it comes from. So go check that out and hit the like and subscribe. And we got lots of clips you'll enjoy, but also full hour-long episodes of Multiverse News with lots of things that don't even make it to clips. So check us out.
You stay clippy.